I think one of the worst characteristics in the crypto landscape right now is people buying things and then all of their opinions are grounded in their own self-financial interests. That's how you have a bad reputation. That's how you are not historically correct.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we have Gary Vee with his take on the future of the crypto market. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content we do here on this channel. Let's get right into the video. Gary Vee is an entrepreneur, branding expert, and early adopter in Facebook, Twitter, Uber, and Coinbase. He has parlayed his expertise into prominence as an internet superstar in his own right, with his Twitter and YouTube channels growing significantly. Gary Vee's move into crypto is somewhat unsurprising given the explosion of crypto over the last several years. He has turned into one of the industry's major influencers after first dabbling in cryptocurrency in 2017, and more recently in late 2020. Through his brand consulting firm Vayner NFT, he now advises huge companies on crypto, and his actions in the field have made a lot of noise in the industry. At South by Southwest in 2014, he was reintroduced to Bitcoin by a certain venture capitalist. Gary Vee was first skeptical about cryptocurrency, admitting that it seemed like outer space to him. However, when others described Ethereum to him the following year, something sparked. When ETH was priced at 6 cents, he made his first investment. The price of ETH is currently at almost $2,800. Here's a closer look at Gary Vee's entrance into crypto and why he seems to be as enthusiastic about it as he was about the internet in the 90s.
When did you catch the crypto bug, which, fair to say, you now have kind of a full-fledged case? When did it first cross your desk and you said, oh, okay, I'm all in on this?
There's a gentleman by the name of Aaron Battalion, was one of the co-founders of Living Social. He and others explained Bitcoin. And they were like, it was like so like outer space. I was so confident in my ability of understanding consumer technology that I really even struggled with like, man, why does this doesn't even click at all? And I kind of dismissed it as because I don't love finance, I don't love financial arbitrage, I don't really understand basic financial concepts. So I kind of sat. Literally the next year, he brought up Ethereum. He's like, remember last year we talked about this? Now look at this. And that one clicked because I understood the developers on top of it. At that point, I picked up on a little bit more. So it was really then I bought a bunch of ETH for like 6 cents, and I was like, okay, this is something that's intriguing. Let me put it over here and keep an eye on it. CryptoKitties came out the next year. That caught my attention, but I didn't go deep. But I was aware that something had happened where people collected something digital. And then it was last summer when I sat down, Fred Wilson, very successful VC, reached out and connected me to Roham, founder of Dapper Labs, and he showed me what NBA Top Shot was gonna be in the fall. And that really caught my attention. And I was like, okay, this is starting to get really interesting.
Gary became interested in new digital assets after the launch of the first NFT collections. He didn't get more involved until the middle of 2020. His crypto utopia is one in which NFTs are keys that enable ongoing participation in organic groups organized around common interests. He doesn't believe people are using the utility side of crypto yet. Unlike a VIP club behind a velvet rope, these are communities where every member is on an equal footing and cannot be manipulated or usurped by a network administrator or a large tech corporation due to the decentralized principles underlying crypto technology.
And I was busier than ever, 15 hours a day operating my company. So I said, in the winter, during the holidays, last December, I'll really do homework on this. I'll spend 50 hours. I'll really go there. Top Shot exploded in September. I missed my window to go crazy there. Then Kevin Rose, the founder of Dig.com, really the face of Web 2.0 before social popped, said something in a conversation with me in December we were talking about X-Men comics and Jordan rookies. And he's like, do you have a CryptoPunk? And I was like, what's that? And that led me down a huge path, the same way I did in 1994 when I saw the internet, and the same way that I decided that I had to go from being a wine retailer to a content social media executor, because this YouTube, Twitter thing I'm seeing on the face of what I saw on Friendster and MySpace was going to change the internet. So this was the third moment, and it was January when I had my eureka. I bought Bitcoin back then, so that did really well. No, I'm a big believer in and. I think one of the worst characteristics in the crypto landscape right now is people buying things and then all of their opinions are grounded in their own self-financial interests. That's how you have a bad reputation. That's how you are not historically correct.
Gary says when the next market crash comes, these built-in experiences will reveal themselves to not be just a nice bonus, but the most significant part of the token. This isn't to say that we shouldn't consider crypto-powered tokens, fungible or not, as investment portfolio assets. It just means that we have a chance to embrace them more fully as part of a contract, and as flexible tokens that broadcast a certain type of passion while also bringing us closer to people who share that same enthusiasm.
Every person that's watching this right now that is lucky enough to be alive in 15 years will own multiple things digitally. The end. And this behavior's been going on. People bought sheep on Farmville and Facebook a decade ago. The winning argument, by the way, over a cocktail is, and usually at this point I have no patience for this conversation I want to get to other topics, but every acquaintance and friend wants to talk to me about it because it's a wild topic. I basically, within the first 5 minutes, ask them if their child has bought Roblox or Minecraft or Fortnite skins. The answer is yes, and the argument or conversation ends pretty much within the first 4 to 5 minutes. Our inherent need as human beings, as animals, to communicate with each other is extraordinary. Everybody I'm looking at right now and behind the camera is literally wearing the clothes they're wearing as a subconscious way to communicate to the world. The haircut. Everything we do is to communicate with each other as we inherently live more digital. Forget about the metaverse, Ready Player One. We live in the metaverse now. People are in their screens constantly. I had somebody who's obsessed with their personal brand, on NFTs, and I asked them why they wanted a blue check mark. That's not real, but of course it's real. It's status, it's communication. And so this is gonna play out the same way that everybody said the internet was a fad. Here's where it's really interesting. This is a boring convo right now.
Oh.
It's not you personally, the macro. The conversation's about to get very interesting when we hit an NFT winter because there's way too much short-term greed and supply and demand issues. And when the whole market crashes and everybody says, see? I mean, I can't wait.
Which has already happened in a mini sense twice. And everyone says, see, NFTs are dead, NFTs are dead.
There's going to be a real one, I think, based on what I'm seeing. And Yahoo Finance is going to write, are NFTs a fad, question mark? And the Journal and the Times, and everybody's going to write the article. And that's when it's going to be interesting because the person on the other side is going to be like, look, the punks are now worth 30,000. They were 800,000. And I'm going to say, here, look at this chart on Yahoo Finance that shows you Amazon stock. And look what happened in 2000, March, April, when the whole internet craze crashed. Everything got caught up in that undercurrent because, yes, greed, short-term financial interest overvalued everything. Short-term behavior overvalued everything. It got washed. And this was the time to buy Amazon and eBay because those were real companies.
What do you think about Gary Vee's take on cryptocurrency? Comment down below. And catch the full video. Link is in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is Library of Wealth. We'll see you in the next video.